fans, welcome to Inside the Net Football Talk Show, where we bring you sports predictions. We have discussions about happenings in football and also happenings even during the game, tactical approach, high and precise. So we are here to give you, make your heart buzz as regards the coming week's prediction, Premier League prediction, La Liga prediction, and big matches that are coming this particular week. I'm here with my fellow co-host, Dayo. So Dayo, please, can you?
Good morning, everyone. Don't mind my shirt today. Now because I start this, I have the jersey. I forget the jersey for where I go watch it. So it's a good one. It's a good one. You know, they can't shame the shameless. That is what I know. They can't shame the shameless. And don't worry, we are coming back. We are coming back to win treble next season. I know we are going this season trophy.
Asta and hope.
We are going this season trophy, but next season we are coming back with trophy. So today is our normal football talk show where we predict, where we give you guys insights, highlights, and talk about the managerial aspect of the game, how we see the game, the prediction as well. So I expect you guys to take note today, as Mr. Precise has said. Sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you.
All right. So we are going to move straightly to the predictions for this week, Premier League. So we have about 5 games tomorrow. That's on Saturday.
Okay.
And we have another 5 games also on Sunday. All right, so we'll start with Fulham Everton. So what's your predictions for Fulham Everton?
Last week I thought Fulham is going to win, but you know, everybody seems to be more comfortable now. Although Fulham is still fighting for the Europa League spot, so I expect Fulham to win against Everton. Everton has nothing to lose, but you know, at this point in time, Everton is always like one of like strong bones when it comes to end of season. They usually want to fight their way out of relegation, although they are not in the relegation zone anymore, but at least it's like they reserve all their energy for the last 10 games of the season, where they try as much as possible to dismantle some people's dream, dismantle some people, you know, energy. So I expect a full-time draw for the match.
Yes. You know, one thing is, for me, I think I'll also go in line with that. If we look at Fulham, Brentford, Brighton, who else again? They are all fighting for Europe. They are all fighting to go to Europe.
Yes.
So because currently now it is very certain that we have 6 clubs
that is going to
Champions League. Yeah, so that means for the 7th and 8th slot.
I think it's only one. One is not going to go to the conference anymore. If you have 6 in the Champions League, one is not going to go to the conference. I think
they should play. I think it's a playoff. They will do playoff to go to the conference.
Oh, okay.
So that means we would likely have about 8 or 9 teams going to Europe.
Yes.
So which is massive.
Massive.
All right. So now we have Ipswich versus Brentford. Ipswich versus Brentford.
I expect Brentford to walk away. You know, they have about like 3 players who has 10 goals this season, 10 goals plus this season. The likes of Mbano, Wesa, and I think one of their other players, Shade, actually has 10 goals plus this season. So I expect Fulham to walk away. Although Ipswich can be deadly at the front, like the likes of Lami Delap is actually a very good striker. But I expect Brighton I expect Brighton to give them a tough one.
Brighton for the win actually.
Brentford for the win.
Brentford rather. Brentford for the win also. After what they showed us.
Yes, I told you the other day that you guys are not special. You can be special in Europa League to the the likes of Baraguru, the likes of Livingston United.
Next season we are coming back.
Don't worry, we'll be here next season.
Watch out for the comeback of Manchester United.
We will be here next season. Don't worry.
So actually, after their performance against us last match, so I knew okay. So and Ipswich also did not. They did their best against Everton too. Actually, they had a 2-2 draw.
They always try their best.
This is Brentford. Brentford will beat them. So I lean towards 3-0.
3-0. I feel like a 3-1.
All right. So Southampton, Manchester City.
They walk away for Southampton, for Manchester City, because at this point they will need to qualify, and if they win, I think they will put more pressure on Arsenal. Yeah, and Arsenal is playing Liverpool, so I expect Man City to win.
Yeah, same here, Man City to win also.
I expect a huge scoreline.
Okay.
A huge scoreline.
Like 4-0.
More than
5-0.
Man City can be deadly when it's
Oh, 8-0.
Yes.
It just beat Southampton.
Can punish Southampton.
All right, so I will lean towards 2-0 from Man City. Man City against Southampton in favor of Manchester City. So now we have Wolves versus Brighton.
Wolves versus Brighton. The two teams has different dynamics, and I think Brighton usually play the ball more like calm. But Kakuna has been much more different in the Wolves side. Although I had a speculation that he's already on his way to Manchester United. Hopefully,
it's coming down, boy.
Okay. So, but Brighton is very a complicated team that could actually give you a tough for your money. So I expect Brighton to win. But on the long run, Wolves can do the unthinkable. They can do the unthinkable. But Wolves has not been they have not been balanced team for the past 1 year. So I expect Brighton to win.
So what's your scoreline?
2-1.
Okay, 2-1 in favor of Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton.
So I will lean in 2-1 in favor of Wolves.
Okay.
Yeah, against Brighton. So now Bournemouth, Aston Villa.
I expect Aston Villa to win. Although Emery has not actually gained his balance. Like I said the other day, he has not gained his balance from letting go of the Champions League spots, letting go of the Champions League spot, FA Cup, and also the league, the top 4 battle. He has already lost it. So, and they are currently on their verge of qualifying for Europa as well. So they need to win so that they can qualify for Europa League, or probably like still make it to the Champions League. Because 5 teams is actually qualifying from for England. So I expect Aston Villa to win that match. Okay,
Aston Villa for the win. All right, so let's look at. Okay, for me, Aston Villa Bournemouth. So Aston Villa Bournemouth is a draw, 1-1 draw.
Okay.
1-1 draw. So then Newcastle Chelsea.
I expect Newcastle to bully Chelsea, because Newcastle are currently like fighting for their life as well. They want to qualify for Europe as well, and Chelsea as well is trying to qualify for Europe. Although Chelsea has been very, very compact in the last probably 5 to 6 games. Chelsea has been very, very compact. But Newcastle, sometimes when they see this big side, they tend to become a bulldog that wants to devour anybody. So the likes of Gumares, that's when they turn to like Spartacus, the likes of Jelinson, they tend to like bully defense. Gordon started doing what he has not been doing for the past 5 games, 6 games when they are playing against their normal opposition. They tend to like make it seem like they are fighting, but I expect Chelsea to win that match. Because the likes of Kopama is coming back to the game, the likes of Neto is coming back to the game. They have one of the prolific strikers in England. Even if people don't actually believe is actually as good is good, but even when people don't believe he's actually good, the likes of Jackson. So I expect Chelsea to actually win the match. A narrow win, probably 2-1 or 1-0.
Okay. So in favor of Chelsea.
In favor of Chelsea.
Okay, I will lean towards Newcastle winning.
Okay.
Because this is Newcastle home.
Okay.
So they are going to the Old Lady Stadium. So,
okay.
Newcastle for the win. So Newcastle Chelsea 3-1 in favor of Newcastle.
Okay.
Then Manchester United West Ham.
Last week I told Precise, I said you guys will have momentum that you can lose, but I was just like, don't let me be too dicey. Probably you guys will take the momentum of Europa League to the Liga. And Brentford actually was leading 4-1 before you guys came back to actually get 2 goals. And you are playing West Ham. West Ham has not been a balanced team. One of their strikers was still abusing the team of Flickberg. Was like, why are we defending? We are leading 1-0, and all we could do is just defend when we are in possession of the game. So this has been causing a whole lot of issues for the team, and I think the same thing actually happened last 2 weeks as well, where West Ham has not been able to get their footprints properly. So I expect Manchester United to win. The likes of Amad Diallo is back. the likes of Vinci Mount is back, and you could see what they actually did yesterday on the turf when they were introduced to the game. So I expect Manchester United to win, but I'm expecting for them to give them a tough fight. Manchester United are not a convincing team. I'm actually expecting them to win because they are a top side, but you know Manchester United can always be Manchester United, and you still see them having another back and forth, started complaining that it's another that could not save the ball, this and that, because I expect if you could defend well, they will not play, they will not have either shot to Onana. So I expect Manchester United to win.
For you.
I expect Manchester
Continue.
I expect Manchester United to win.
We are coming for you.
I expect Manchester United to win.
Yeah, okay. Manchester United for the win, for sure. Always. Winning always.
I hope you guys can win.
All right, so basically, I feel we are going to rest some certain set of players.
You are not resting players. You don't have anything to play for again. Our final is
we are still going to be rest. The thing is, at this point, Amorim needs to be very careful of how we use player at this point, because the final is there.
You don't have players, so
injury, we don't have what?
Do you have players?
Fernandez is not player.
Apart from Fernandez, what
Ahmad is not player.
Ahmad is not. Those ones are not players. The only player you have at Manchester United that anybody could actually ask for or bargain for is Bruno Fernandes. I think
so you are saying we cannot sell Ahmad with good price if you want to sell Ahmad.
You can't sell Ahmad with good price. You can't sell Ahmad more than 50.
Really?
Yes,
no. You're making a very bad judgment.
You can't sell Ahmad more than that. Ahmad is not.
Apart from Saka, who in your wing is better than Ahmad?
Apart from Saka.
Yes.
Apart from Saka, I don't have any other player like in that position. In that position, I don't have any other player.
In the wing,
Ahmad and one area are the same thing.
Who is better than Ahmad in your attack position apart from Saka?
Ahmad is not better than Ahmad. Do you think Ahmad is better than Ahmad? Do you think he's better than Gabriel Jesus?
Why is he not better?
He's not better than Gabriel Jesus.
Why is
he's not better than Ahmad.
Oh, please, bro. Don't
he's
say
not
that
better
again.
than Ahmad.
Don't say that again. Let's leave that. Let's move forward. So Man United winning West Ham for me. 2-0. 2-0. Then Nottingham Forest and Leicester.
I think Nottingham Forest for the winning. The likes of, I think Olaino is back. Elanga, Callum Ojo, and Leicester have already relegated, and Nottingham Forest, I think they are still fighting for the Champions League spot as well. So I expect them to give them a fight, and it's actually Leicester City, Nottingham Forest home. So I expect Nottingham Forest to win, like 3-1.
Okay, so I also go in line with that. Nottingham Forest to win, but we just 2-0. 2-0 in favor of Nottingham Forest. Then we have Tottenham Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace is a London derby. So I think a draw will be fine. A draw will be what I will predict for the game. A draw.
Okay, so I think I'll also go in line with that. 2-2 draw, Tottenham Crystal Palace. Then we have the game of the week, the Liverpool Arsenal.
I'm indifferent about the game as an Arsenal fan. I just felt like the way the players will compensate us as an Arsenal fan is to win that game, because if they actually win the game, it will actually give us a good boost for the qualification spots, because after we play Liverpool, we are going to play Newcastle and probably Southampton. Although more of like we've qualified already, but at least just to give us that second position, cement the second position for the fans and make the fans feel happy. Yes,
we have not qualified already. At this point,
we've qualified for the Champions League already. There is no going out. Like
if you lose the next 3 games,
we can't lose the next 3 games. That's for sure. That's really even if we lose the next 3 games, we'll still be at 5th position. I think we'll still be at 5th position, and definitely
be very careful with that.
There's nothing. Arsenal cannot lose the 3 games. That's all I know. Even if it is to get draw in 3 games, in all the 3 games, Arsenal cannot lose the 3 games.
Okay,
but I know the boys. I'm expecting the boys to even win tomorrow.
Against Liverpool.
Yes, I'm expecting.
So what's your prediction?
I'm expecting the boys to win like 2-1.
For me, Liverpool will win. Okay. Because if you look at against Chelsea,
so you feel like they should give a fight.
It will be like an insult.
I don't feel like it will be an insult.
It will be like an insult.
I expect Arsenal to win. They have nothing to play for. That's really game to justify our season a bit. Like, okay, we've actually tried. We perform a long way. Okay, we could beat Liverpool. Then we hope for a better chance of qualifying for the Champions League.
Okay, so for me, basically, I think a 1-1 draw will be very,
But I expect
will be very even.
as an Arsenal fan, that I forgot my jersey at the view center because of banter. I expect Arsenal to win.
All right, so for me, I would lean towards Liverpool and Arsenal. A draw between the two of them, 1-1 draw between the two of them.
Yeah.
So let's quickly go to La Liga to check if we can see a big game in La Liga.
I think Barca is actually playing. Barca is playing. We have an El Clasico. There's El Clasico this week because it's going to be La Liga is actually going to be a big game at this particular end of season because Barca has actually been out of the Champions League, and the only way they could gain their balance and make their fans happy is to win the La Liga. And so they won't avoid any sleep. And I felt if Madrid, it's going to be an El Clasico game, right?
Yes.
El Clasico game. And if Madrid could actually beat Barca, I think they would deduct the points to like maybe 1 point.
Yes.
And if
the race starts,
yes, so if there's any sleep, definitely Madrid is going to take the chance. And Ancelotti is actually going to leave at the end of the season because Madrid is a no-nonsense team. They are not trusting any process. It's either you win or you leave the club. So I expect a good game from the both of them. And as I've said, Barcelona has actually beaten Madrid. I think this is like the third time or the fourth time. Yeah, Barcelona has actually won Madrid. So I expect Madrid to win this time around. I don't know how they want to do it, but I expect them to give Barcelona a good fight and actually keep the title race alive. I'm indifferent about the game because either of them is not doing me any favor because I'm an Arsenal fan. But people always say probably you have a team somewhere else, like in Spain, you have a team you support, in this you have a team. But I'm indifferent about the game. Although I have a bit soft spot for Madrid due to Cristiano Ronaldo and what Barca has actually done to all the England team in the past, like Aubrey, doing us anyhow they like. But Barca has been the UEFA team, sort of like that. Speculation, alleged, I don't know what they used to call it, and all those things. You understand? So I expect Madrid to actually give them a good fight, and probably Madrid should win the match. Okay,
so games like that these days, it's not a game where you say you want to predict a draw.
Yeah, definitely, because a win is important.
Anybody wins.
Yeah, anybody. Yes, anybody can. That's what I'm saying.
Anybody wins.
Anybody can win. I'm indifferent about the
game. But
anybody if Madrid actually win the game, it will open the La Liga race and makes the game much more. Every game becomes much more interesting. Even the club side can decide to increase the ticket fee because they know every game is that important. Apart from the people that have season tickets. So I expect.
The thing is, I'm looking at the fact that I think Barca will soon stand still. They will see try.
Yes, because Barca is actually a great team. Madrid has not been informed.
Not to lose guys.
Yes, that's what I said.
I'll be leaning into Barca winning.
That's what I said. It's actually an open game.
So let's look at Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad.
Atletico Madrid does not have anything to offer again. Just they've actually, Yoruba we say they bakamu. They've accepted their fate, like just the third position. They just click on the third position because they are not in the title race anymore. So they just click on the third position and see if they could actually get to the Champions League. They could get the Champions League spot like they usually do. Yes. So that is what I expect from Atletico Madrid. Okay,
for me, Atletico should. If I last week today, I don't think they performed to expectation.
Yeah, they've been drawing some games. Even when I was thinking they are going to win most of their games, they've been drawing the games and they've been having like the crisis has not been in their favor. This season they've been going back and forth. They win on the last stretch and they collapse again. But Diego Simeone has actually did a great job in the team, competing with the likes of Barcelona and Madrid for like
7 years.
For like 10 years. It's not actually easy. They're taking them to Champions League semi-final, final, sort of like that. So it has not been very, very easy
always
for them.
Their nemesis.
Yes, exactly.
Ronaldo. Ronaldo is always easy.
So it's not actually easy for them. So I expect them to have a good win. I expect them to win so that they could actually be confident of their third position.
Okay, yes. So I think they should also win the game. They should also win the game. I mean, everybody's
The
expecting
Serie A is actually giving. There is a tough fight on the Serie A spot as well.
Yeah, the Inter and the
Yes,
Napoli
the
fight.
Inter Napoli fight. So I expect that one to be a good fight for in Serie A as well. I expect a good fight in Serie A from the likes of Napoli and Inter Milan. And I can say I think Roma is like in the 4th position. In Fiorentina, Juve has dropped down to like 5th position or 6th position. So Serie A is actually in odds
Contention.
Contention right now because everybody wants to like get the trophy, and I expect Napoli to like come out on top. But now that Inter is in the Champions League final, I expect them to want to like get
let's go for treble.
Yes, treble as well, because
let's go for treble.
I expect them to go for treble as well. So it's actually a good one. It's a good one in the world of football currently. Everybody is actually fighting. And when it is the end of the season like this, everybody is actually in contention to get one team or the other. Although Arsenal is going trophyless this season, so there's no need to banter us.
As usual.
We know we are going trophyless
as
season,
usual.
but not as usual, because very soon we are going to get community shield in the past.
Arsenal is the team that their fans have the highest type of hope.
Yes,
they keep hoping and hoping.
That's what I'm saying. If you support a football club, you are supporting because you choose this football team, and the football team actually
Thank you for saying that.
Yes, you choose the football team, and the football team actually choose you. As an Arsenal fan, I've been an Arsenal fan for a very long time, the likes of Henry. Even when people don't believe, because they felt like, well, when do you start watching? But I've been an Arsenal fan since the time of Henry. We usually watch highlights on Galaxy television then. So I choose Arsenal because Arsenal is me and I'm Arsenal. So if I have a girlfriend, you should be rest assured that I'm not going to leave her, or only if she wants to leave.
But if your girlfriend supports Manchester United,
my girlfriend cannot support Manchester United because I have to choose. I have to carefully.
So you have to tell your girlfriend that it's either you choose Arsenal.
No. I will carefully choose.
Or leave me.
I will carefully choose. When he said I want to go and choose a girlfriend from the view center, I will carefully choose. I can see the passion and what you say about Arsenal or what you say about Arsenal. But it's actually fun when you have a girlfriend from the opposition team. So the banter can always be interesting when you guys are out.
The only time if Man U Arsenal, they are not really opposite.
Yes,
if we are looking at Chelsea now, we know that
exactly.
Those ones are opposite.
But it's actually fun when you have a woman, you can always banter and she can always banter you back. So it's always fun at home. And when you start having kids and the kids choose different side as well, so you can banter each other, like calling you that hello daddy, why did they beat your team like this? You understand? So it's always fun. It's always fun. And sometimes when you have a woman that supports your team as well, that's the best thing. You understand? The best thing. So don't worry. Inside the Net will always give you, very soon we'll start bringing female guests to the show, and you guys will enjoy more of football and enjoy what we have for you guys. So that's it. So I expect a competitive game for the next few
couple of weeks. Yes. Everybody wants to take something home.
Yes, everybody wants to take something home.
Everybody, because and looking at with time also, we also be going into transfer rumors.
Yes, transfer
speculations and all those things like that.
So I expect that.
I think it's a market that personally I love that market too. A lot of predictions and all.
I expect something great. I expect something good for the next few weeks.
All right. So we have come to the end of today's episode of our prediction for this week. So we like our audience, all our fans, to try as much as possible. Click the subscription button and share our videos to your friends, your families. Let them also get the updates that we are currently sharing with you all. And one thing also is to click on that notification button so that you can be notified anytime we post our content. Thank you very much. So
thank you very much. As my host have said, we are going to see you same time, same station next week. Thank you. Inside the Net Football Show.